All right. Good morning, everybody. It has been some time. I feel like I've forgotten how to do this. Welcome back, everybody. All right. All right. Yeah, it's been busy. You know, but at the same time, I have to say I have met up with some of you guys in person. New York Comic Con, I saw a lot of people. And before that, even in Germany, in Berlin, and Prague. All right. What do we got going on? Let's see. The lighting's a little blown out, but that's okay. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, let's make sure I've got this so it doesn't... Okay, yeah, everything's going good. Nate Productions, this is your first Jim Lee stream. Welcome. People will tell you basically have 15 minutes before anything exciting happens, so you can all go to the bathroom or whatever you need to do. All right, let me see what else. I've got a lot of people. How do I do this? 1 second, guys. Oh, Streamlabs has updated. What do we got going on? We have Charlie Parks, who has resubbed for 5 months. I'm going to just do some quick call-outs here. Kirihiko has resubbed for 14 months. First mod since the beginning. Cynthia Upaz cheered. Thank you very much, Cynthia, for the cheer. I'm going to go over here. I can't hear any of the alerts. There we go. There we are. Action Detective has hosted one viewer. So this is a shout out to Action Detective 11. It's a young gentleman who I understand is very dedicated to the stream, very dedicated to drawing, draws all the time. So it's exciting that there are young people out there that are tuning into the stream that get something out of it. And apparently he likes my humor. So yeah, that's cool. So anyway, thanks for supporting the stream, Action Detective 11, and do not give up. Continue drawing. We have Why He, who has subbed for 13 months. 13 months already. Any plans in San Diego aside from Sam? I'll talk about that briefly in a bit. So let me just get through the announcements here. Charlie Parks has also subbed, has cheered, sorry. Thank you, Charlie Parks. You really don't need to do that, but I appreciate the support. Spengy G4 has resubbed for 12 months. Bloodhaven Knight for 13 months. When It Rains for 12 months. A lot of long-time folks who have been here for a year or longer, so that's very cool. 22 Bonilla Cupcakes has subbed for 7 months. You're not the person that always comes up and gets stuff, the cupcake art signed, are you? I don't know. Maybe you are. I'm trying to connect real people to the aliases, to the usernames I see in service. What else do we have? We have Curtis War, who has subbed. Golden Hands, who has resubbed for 8 months using Prime. The mods will give you information on that. You can tell I'm out of shape because things are running much faster. I feel like things are just happening too fast, but that's okay. Queen City Amusements has resubbed for 12 months. So it was good seeing you, Queen City Amusements, at New York Comic Con. A whole year of awesomeness. Thanks, Jim and mods. Snaffle Shambles has resubbed for 3 months using Prime. Twin12, who's responsible for the Kleenex emote, has resubbed for 13 months. Thank you very much. Jay Rasco has subbed for 6 months. Patrick 10 has resubbed for 6. DN Diner Chick 23, Dancer Chick 23 has resubbed for 9 months. Love the stream. Thank you very much for your support. What else we have here? Samurai Jackal, Scuffner, Chuck Arnold 3000, Feet Are Failing. Sorry, my eyesight's failing as well. Parkte Hinoka. Why do I Mensage, Luke and Pub. These are a long time ago, hours and hours ago. So thank you guys for resubbing, even if it was 16 hours ago, like Tenkin337, Pabo Bingu, and thank you guys for all subbing. A bunch of new subs there at the end. So, catching up to current activity, we have NRZ Kane, has resubbed for 8 months, familiar face. Quick Draw 13, who I think celebrated a birthday recently. Anyway, it has been a while since you've been on a live stream. Good to see you, Jamie. That's been 10 months. Beta 83 has resubbed for 12 months. Thank you very much. Because I'm Batman has resubbed for 6. Hobby Samurai has resubbed for 2 using Prime. Big J Comics 77. Will Bruce Art, long time supporter, cheer, all that. Missed me at San Diego or New York Comic Con, but next time, of course. Grimes Jr. has resubbed. M Tane 1 has resubbed, and Jeff UTV has resubbed for 2 months. Thanks for the streams, Jim. Beginning artist. There's a lot of you here, so you'll find a good support group. In fact, I recommend that you check out the Discord channel. There's a lot of activity that goes on there with people as well. Grumpy's 423 has resubbed for 14 months, and then Why He has resubbed for 13 months. Any other plans in San Diego aside from Sam? I already read that part. Abetus has cheered. Abetus from Colorado has cheered. Thank you very much for the support. Michael Demergus, longtime subber, longtime winner. There are a couple guys that just have kicked ass on that department. Ryan Harper 2. Andy Rods, SM Carty 313 has cheered. Thank you very much for the bits, man. I appreciate it. And Nova Prime XX. Hi, long time no see. Your art is on the way. Nova Prime XX. It is going to be a priority for us to mail out all the packages this week. Kanger Banger has resubbed for 10 months. Hey, Kanger Banger. Everyone was in New York Comic Con. Everyone's back. Takes like a week to recover, but now we're just gearing back up. So I'm going to start drawing. I'm going to draw a Alamo Man. You know, you're going, what's Alamo Man? Alamo Man is the next convention I'm going to. Whoa, what the heck is this? One second, it's my wife. So I'm going to pull up some reference on Alamo Man. Although, hold on a sec. Let me see if I can pull it up from my art rep. I don't see it. Okay, I'm just going to have to Google it. Or maybe he emailed it to me. But Alamo Man, I should say it so, Alamo Man. There we go. Here's the reference. Please get it done. All right. So we have a new head crest, chest symbol, and belt. You guys can see all this info. Oh, I've got tape in here. It's exciting. All right. So for you guys, most of you guys, you won't even know this camera. I think it's basically, I have a feeling it's been dropping into frame. Let me just tighten that up here. Got it. I hope that's better. Get more of this in here, more of the image. All right. It is the mascot for. Is there a way I can make the text here larger? Let me see if I can do this. Let's see what happens if I do this. There we go. Great. All right, let's go through chat. First off, let's see who's here. I think I saw Kirihiko. Hey, Kirihiko. Mod Prime is in the house, all the way from Die Schweiz, or Switzerland. It is fast 8 Uhr in der Schweiz. I'm breaking out a little bit of my horrible German. Okay, it will not let me go all the way to the beginning. J. Roscoe. Uh, Tooth says my 13th month anniversary when you were at the bar. Oh yeah, you know, like I talk about all the adventures we had in New York Comic Con. It was kind of different. Yeah, so we were at New York Comic Con. So this is a character you guys aren't familiar with. So it's really a study of how I kind of, if you want to Google Alamo Man, you can sort of see it. You can see some of the reference I have here. But they put X's on everything. So we have a new head, crest, chest symbol, and belt. Okay. New head star. All right. New chest symbol. All right. It's very new belt. Okay. There's a lot of information. But what's cool about it is that it's a fairly generic body type in that it's very muscular, kind of top heavy, and then he looks kind of like a Mexican wrestler. He does look like a Mexican wrestler, so what is that going to look like? So let's put let's just start here. All right. Let's just say there's the ground, and I kind of start a lot of times with the chest shape, all right, which is a circular spot right there. Okay, if you can see that. And then out of this circular chest is like a flat cylinder that represents the waist. And then out of the ends here, you could call it a diaper, you can call it trunks, you can call it the pelvis, whatever. And then out of the sockets here, there's one there, boom, one thigh, other thigh, knee, calf, and hey, look, there's a foot. You can't see that. You can't see that foot. You might see partial of that foot, but that's kind of where the feet are. People kind of harp on, oh, you don't draw feet. Of course I draw feet. You just can't see them because they're hidden by other things, but in my head I've drawn them. Do we have people in the house? Oh, Francis Manipul is streaming right now. Please go over to Francis's stream. I think he's at Francis Manipul. You guys misspelled it. And then tell the people I'm streaming and come over here. I'm just kidding. I think you could actually open up 2 windows and mute one. Oh, hey, Ren Elephant's here. We got one of the other mods, so we got 2. Do we have Crispy? Is Crispy in the house, or is he? Shame on me. Bloop says yes. That's how you steal viewers. That's right. You stream at the same time and go. Yeah, tell everyone in that stream I'm giving away free art right now. No, I'm not. Please, let's support Francis. We should all go raid Francis right now and then come right back. What do you think about that? So he'll see a spike, and then can we do that? We should go over and say hi to Francis. Is that weird? How does that work? Can the mods tell me if we do a raid over there now, say hello, and then I could come back here? Yeah, let's do that, okay? We usually raid at the end. So we're just going to go over now and say, all right, what's the command? I want you guys to see who Francis is all about. It's been a while, so I'm going to be a little chatty today. Unfortunately, for those of you that want to see drawing ASAP, there will be an art giveaway, but it'll be at the end. If one of the mods can dump in the raid command of how to do this, because apparently I am an internet noob. Can someone just drop that into... Okay, you know, we might take some of his viewers. That's what President of Jelly Beans is saying. Okay, that's all right. We'll stay here. We'll stay here. All right, we'll stay here. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. We're not here. There's room for everyone to coexist. Francis is a so you guys should. I think you can open up both browsers and kind of follow it. It's like watching two football games, right? So whatever, if I'm just blabbing away, you can watch him draw, and then if he's, you know, I don't know what. So he's at Francis. I'll type it in here. He's at. Yeah, the goal is not to steal. That would be bad. I think this is his. But he's a very talented young guy who I think his art studio's in Toronto, and he's had long runs on the Flash. I think he worked on Detective. You know, obviously, I think the Trinity book. He's done a lot of great stuff, and not just an artist. He also writes. But he also does like full color art using computers. He's a digital artist at times, most of the time I think, and Justice League, and it's really, really cool. Raid Studios, yeah, that's the studio he has there. I should next time I go to Toronto, I should swing by. I should stream with him. But I remember the last time I caught his stream, he was having issues with his connection. It was like dropping a lot. Anyway, check it out. Subscribe or follow him as well. So anyway, getting back to what we were working on here, we have a so then I kind of, this is an important line. This is kind of the belly button line. It's just the center point, and that informs where the middle of the pecs are, right? And then the sockets for the arms. And he's a top heavy person, so you can go pretty big on the shoulders and the biceps. All right, the shoulders are kind of round sockets. Think Cyborg from Teen Titans Go. You have two little cans that pop down, another swivel for the elbow, a little snow cone, or orange parking cone kind of thing going on here. Fist. Because we're looking slightly up, the neck slot is hidden. You're looking up into it, and then but the head might pop down like this. Like this. Okay. And that's how you create a pose using body parts. This is a method that gets you pretty good construction, but in my opinion, like it can end up looking a little stiff or undynamic or posed, I guess. The alternative is to just kind of do a loose gesture drawing. Action Detective 11 looks like Batman pose. Maybe. And the goal here would be to maybe on top of this loosen up a little bit. And by loosening up, I'm like going, okay, let's get something that just feels more evocative. You know, maybe that one shoulder is more out facing us, right? So now it's like you have clay and you're just kind of moving it around. But see that subtle turn of the chest, right? It was flat. I'm just turning it towards, so you see more of this shoulder and less of this shoulder. All right. And then maybe I bring this knee down a little bit. Okay. Hey, Batman Beyond 39. I'm gonna. Okay. Okay. And maybe this arm comes up a little bit. I'm not sure why, but I just feel like I don't like this little window that I've got. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it's always been like this and I just have been better about knowing where it is with using tape or something. I believe he's got a cape. Let me double check. Yeah, he does. So this is obviously the first time I'm drawing this character. I don't know if I like that so much, but maybe that side's better. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Wind blowing this way, sure. A lot of times I just have legs disappearing into the ether, literally the ether, whether it's water, fog, whatever. I'm going to switch this to a black view. How do I do that? Right down here. Readable colors. There we go. Let's see what happens if I do that. Yeah, there we go. The Lewis art. Hi, Jim, Lewis art. Some of you guys had such blown out colors for your usernames I couldn't read it. It's cool they've got that new feature. Cool. Oh yeah, you know, I should probably send out the message that I'm streaming. There we go. For those of you who know, we got Kirihiko in the house. This is a little introduction to who she is, and then Run Elephant. Those are our two mods here. You guys, if you clip those really cool links, you'll know everything there is to know. I celebrated my son's birthday yesterday, and so we set up his own Fortnite account. He's 5 years old, so he's on there playing with squads of other people. I don't know what they're saying. I don't want to know. But he's running around with them, and his mic's not on, so thankfully they can't hear him because he sounds like a 5-year-old. He's like, I hit at him, you know. What's going, you know, and then he's like talking about stuff he did with Mason to the group that obviously I have no idea what he's talking about, but thankfully his mic is mute, so they don't know. They just think he's just like a special player. That's all I can say, because he's running around. I mean, he does know how to play. He knows how to heal and build stuff and uses a sniper rifle, but he'll go, "Oh, I have a sniper rifle. Guys, look, I have a sniper rifle." And he'll go in and out of the scope, and I'm like, they can't hear him, so it's funny. Ooh, multiple. Look at Kirihiko. This is what mods do. Look, they educate us all into being better streamers. If you're interested in streaming both Jim and Francis at the same time, please use this link. I'm going to start watching Francis. I'm going to just draw what he draws. It's going to be a draw off, but he won't know that I'm like drawing in the shadows. Let me hit that link. We'll see what happens. I'll be like, really? You're going to put that arm there? All right, let's see what happens if I open this link. Nothing. There we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. What the heck? Who created this? Technology is so wonderful. Okay. He doesn't know I'm spying on him. Do you think we could get Frank Miller to guest star streams as Action Detective 11? I don't know. That would be kind of cool. He wouldn't draw, but I could go to his studio in New York and just set up my computer and do an impromptu stream. I think he would enjoy it, actually. He likes fan engagement. He loves meeting the fans. So, you know, let's see. Oh, let me give you a little update too. So next week, I will be back for a Sunday stream, but I was thinking of maybe just doing art critiques, maybe like 2 or 3 of those. I don't know, just a thought. been kind of running, been behind a little bit in doing that. Let me look at this. Although he's got Superman with the eye patch, that's cool. Let's try Mera. I should draw Mera. Anyway. All right, what do we got going on? We've got Negative Balance, who has resub. Thank you very much. Jedi B1311. Schmutz Lee. Schmutz Lee. We have not seen Schmutz Lee for a while, but welcome back, Schmutz. Will Bruce Art has cheered very, very generously. Thank you so much for the bits, Will Bruce Art. Much, much appreciated. Dialga33 has resubbed for 11 months running now. Charlie Parks cheering again. Right now, he looks like Thanos cut out carbs. Correctamundo. The Memento Mori has resubbed for 7 months. Holy Arts and Crafts Batman has resubbed for 10 months. Oh, it's weird when you wear headphones. Every time I move my jaw, I can hear a little clicking noise internally. Tigiddy has resubbed for 5 months. Spence New 52 has subbed for 10 months. Where has the time gone? And 22 Bonilla Cupcakes as cheered. I just love how both of you are talking about the other at the same time. Really? Oh, that's very kind of Francis. What a wonderful human being he is. Yeah, I've known Francis for a very long time. D. Kalman, nice to see you streaming again. Wish we could have met up at New York Comic Con. Yeah, New York Comic Con, I'm going to go back just to my stream here. New York Comic Con is becoming more and more like San Diego. So it's just gotten busier and busier. And it starts sooner and sooner. We obviously had the premiere on Wednesday for Titans as part of the DC Universe streaming service. The show's now live. I don't know how many of you guys sub or follow that. But really good. We had like 1,200 fans packed up in the rafters. And it did really well. Now, see, one other thing I'm doing, all right, this is just a general thing. The head was straight up and down, right where it belongs. I'm going to take that head and push it. Sometimes I push it too far and it looks broken, whatever. So I'm just going to push it over a little bit. And what you get with just pushing it over, obviously you get the strain on the neck muscles, but it just throws, just adds a little more attitude. All right, do you see that? Do you see that? No, you don't. There's no way you can see that. But now you see it. Francis says hi. I say hi back. So I'm going to do it again because I screwed that up. Okay, here's where the head was. Okay, it's pretty much straight up and down. If this is the center of his weight here, goes through the spinal cord. All right. For the most part, that's where his head would be. I tilted it forward. Now I'm going, hey, let's push that head this way. And what that does is it strains the neck muscle, so you're going to see like the back kind of come up. And it just kind of pushes the head off center. Sometimes I do it too far, but like I said, if you don't push things in a drawing, sometimes you're not going to maximize the amount of drama that you might get. Okay, see how that works? Can you see that? I'll wait till the video catches up. Okay. Now you see. Solid Ghost Studio. I don't know if when I'm going to actually draw actual comic pages again. That takes a lot of time. I used to do it at night. I basically have kind of given up on night drawing. I do it maybe once a week now. So it's possible, but unlikely. But I know a lot of people got something out of it because it really, you walk through the whole process. I mean, it's a different kind of thing than just drawing a pinup. All right, so now I've got the basic gist of the character, the pose down, and so now I'm going to go look at the details. I've got a thinner pencil now, right here. Going to bring this down here a little bit, and so he's got a mask, and he's got a different head crest. New star head crest. So it looks like it goes like this, traditional kind of Mexican wrestler kind of headgear, but then he's got a star. All right. All right. And then he's got a new symbol on the chest, which looks like it's a big A with a star in the middle. So I can get the details of it, but I'm not going to necessarily be a slave to it. It's going to be my interpretation of the A, the font, all that kind of stuff. All right. And then let's see what... And then this thing is tied. And then he's got a symbol on the belt, which is going to be a big A. Which seems a little redundant to me, given the A on his chest, but I feel like that could have been just a star or something. I don't know. Then he's got pouches. Okay. And then does he have a pouch on his forearm? He's got like kind of these wrestler gloves. Gloves have like a little strap, two straps on the arms, and then elbow pads. Kind of wrestler shorts. And then knee pads. Knee pads, and then lace up wrestler boots. Okay, I'm gonna look at this again and look at the different versions. I see that that's not a forearm thing, that's like a strap. Alright. His eyes glow. They're almost like bug eyes. The question is how much you want to exaggerate. I'm just going to keep it kind of in the middle. And another thing I notice is that this image, he's a top-heavy guy, so I'm just going to go ahead and shrink this head down just a little bit. And what that does is it makes the eye slots bigger relatively. And because his head's smaller relative to his body, now his body looks more massive. Okay. Looks like a bit like Bane during Pride. Sure. I'm thinking a round gun in impossible perspective. I don't know what that means. Someone asked, "Do I know Kim Jong Gi?" Yeah, we had lunch, or no, we had dinner with him. I had a panel with him at our panel. We did a drawing demo together. He blew me away, but it was on the Sci-Fi. I think it's on YouTube or Sci-Fi. Check it out. We were both kind of drawing. Hey, Bat7, and then yeah, we had dinner. We try to have one dinner at New York Comic Con, one dinner at San Diego Comic Con. So we've tried to get together once every convention and have dinner. Unfortunately, we have to speak through interpreter. He doesn't really speak English, and my Korean is just awful. But we had a good time. Action Detective 11. I'm so upset Superman Year 1 got moved. Same here. But the whole goal is to have these come out on time, and as soon as we sense there's any slowdown in the production, we make immediate steps to correct it on the schedule. All right, so now I've got the underdrawing done. Take this bigger eraser. I'm just going to very, right, flatly, and I'll just do this slowly so you can see. See how it's getting lighter and lighter? Yes. I realize it does smear it, but that's okay. If you turn it just slightly on the edge, so you're using this edge, it'll clean up a little bit even more. And you'll get rid of some of the grayness that you're spreading around. There's even an artsy way you can actually move an eraser on a page. It's all. The more you use these tools, the more you're able to get them to do crazy stuff like that. All right, so now we'll move right to ink, and I got a 0.2 marker. A kneaded eraser, Monsage. I do not like the kneaded eraser. I do not. The reason why is kneaded erasers have a gummy adhesive element. That's what keeps it together. And I find that it leaves sort of a weird grit. It leaves a gummy film on the paper, and so when I ink it, sometimes I can feel it underneath the ink. And when you erase later, it could potentially lift that gummy adhesive off, which has the ink on top of it, and you lose stuff. So I don't like it. I don't use a gummy eraser. Only if I'm doing a charcoal drawing, because then you can use it. It actually picks up the charcoal better. The Staedtler, this is a Staedtler kind. It's okay. I think there's I like the mono Japanese erasers the best. They're not as gritty. Like this one leaves a grit when you use it. When I say grit, like if you rub your thumb across it like this, right? You get. Aren't you guys excited that you asked? But look, see that grit that comes off. The mono, it's a little more. It feels more like rubber, and when you do that, when you do this, it doesn't kind of throw off grit as easily. Okay. All right, let's do this. Oh. For this, I will need glasses. Sadly, this middle range of viewing distance is a little shot for me as I've gotten wiser. Hey, Punker13, how you doing, man? Oh, so yeah, Sam, S-A-M. It's this. So Alamo Comic Con is in 2 weeks, and then Sam is Oh my God, is Sam is first week in November. I thought I wasn't going anywhere in November. I thought, crap, that ruins it. I thought November was the only month of the year where I was going to be home all 4 weekends, and now I know I'm not. I'm going to be down in San Diego. Sam is first week in November. Well, there you go. There has not been a single month this year that I've been home for all 4 weekends. It's a bummer. Um, hmm. That's going to change next year, though. Now, what happens here? Okay, the cuts in. The mask cuts in. Okay. And goes back out. And then you kind of see that. Okay. It's 9 by 12 paper. Sorry, I was kind of drawing off the field here. Just kind of beefing up and making some of these lines a little firmer. They look kind of tentative to me. And it's got a stitched line up there. And I'm not so worried about drawing the line on top of objects, but more about the sides, right? Again, assuming the light source is above. And a hint of something in the back of that mask. Okay. Just little bits of changes in line weight like that, as you can tell. Color does most of the job, but if you're doing a black and white drawing, it's nice to just slightly reinforce lines, just a little bit thicker here and there. Makes a big, big difference. All right. What do we got going on here? Nova Primex has cheered. How would you change and update this character? Well, who's your favorite convention character slash mascot? I don't know if I have a favorite. I haven't really spent a lot of time to be able to give you a accurate or nuanced answer to that. The only thing I would have changed on this is that there's a duplication of this A and A on the chest and belt. Maybe I would have done like a Texas outline, Texas state there, or some other, maybe the A there and a star here, right? Something like that. Angry Panda 888. Hey Jim, can you wish my wife Rebecca a happy birthday? She was very understanding, patient for letting me watch your stream right now. She says to practice your German. She says, what, my German's not good enough? Yeah, alles Gute zum Geburtstag, Frau Rebecca. That's pretty awful, isn't it? Hey, Janella, thanks for the bits, man. Thanks for the cheer. Let me practice that again. Poop Kid. Hey, Poop Kid. Resubscribe for 14 months. Always pushing that Curious George. I will do Curious George someday. Alles Gute. Alles Gute. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag, Frau Rebecca. Grandma Meth. Not that bad, honestly. With a username like Cream Pie Grandma Meth. Okay. I don't know. Zoom. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag. Exactly, Sisk. I have no idea. Anyway. Yeah. Ivan the Really Terrible. Hey, Jim. Hey, how are you doing? Tasty Graph. You're doing a lot better at German pronunciation than most non-Germans. Good job. Herzliche. Let me go back 1 second. Prost. Thank you. I used to be able to do this. Where did it go? Texas flag would not be a bad idea. Yeah, I could do that. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag. It just requires a little practice. Zum Geburtstag. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag. That's better. Anyway, all right, that's enough. Es tut mir leid. Es tut mir wirklich leid. Yeah, you have to really get into the Z's and the K's. Ja. Ich liebe dich, mein Schatz. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag. Okay. Vielen Dank, Patrick Berlin 2. Yeah. Hi, Darcia 33. Rad Vengeance. Yeah. So all that will go out. Or Rad Vengeance. Just reach out to me. Send me your name and address, and then I'll tell you what the postage is. But we've been gone for New York Comic Con, but it will be a priority now that we're back. I do want to go to Oktoberfest. Does it sound like I'm having a stroke? Yikes. Mr. Josh Dawkins has cheered 1000 bits. Danke. Your stream made uni work much more bearable, so thanks. I have a space on my wall for some of your work. I hope to get some work, I hope. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just a pretty dude has subbed. Limu has subbed. I just read the user handles. I hope they're all clean. I'm not saying anything horrible, but I will leave that to your guys' good judgment. Punker13. When are we going to do a drink draw with you in SoCal? I got to take a shot with you. I don't know. I don't know. We had a drink and draw at a bar called Fat Buddha in New York. It's a buddy of mine owns it. It's actually really good food. The bibimbap or the kimchi fried rice was spot on, like spicy, made you sweat. So good and great service. And so I was just sketching, and I probably did. Ren, what do you think? How many sketches did I do? 6? Wie viele Zeichnungen habe ich gezeichnet? Kannst du dich erinnern? Ren? Kannst du dich erinnern? 10? Felt like 10, maybe. I was doing a lot of fast ones. And my webcam is messed up a bit. This one? Oh. Yeah, I think I have to be back over here. It is. But it's designed so that you can't see me draw. Yeah, so then we just asked for tips, and then I give the tips to the waitstaff. So and they were happy, and they kept pouring us drinks. So it was good. 2 hours, in and out. Thank you very much, Cynthia Yip, for the bits. Have a great time spending my birthday. On the stream today. Happy birthday, Cynthia. Hope you managed to find that custom Funko Pop too. Yeah. It is at the office. I'll have to grab it. Let's see, can't go 25 these days, but thanks to my wife's Prime, I can keep at least. It was great meeting you in Prague. Create my comic. No worries, man. You don't even have to sub. I mean, this is a free stream. But anyway, yeah, happy birthday, Cynthia. All right, let's get this done. We got 11:30. So now I'm just kind of looking for areas I can kind of drop in, like these little dits, right? Little black blobs. And what that does is it creates shadows that create contours. There we go. And these little shadows here, I think help sell the grimace a little bit better. All right. And there's like the little zipper in the back. And then cape is in the back here. Okay. see if this is powered back up. Yeah, 8%, that's good. It's a lot easier. I have to keep taking my glasses off to read chat. I assume that I'm out of frame for the most part when I'm talking to the camera. Is that correct? Would you say that is correct, stream? Ides of March. Is your name related to... Speed Fresh asks, Ides of March, is your name related to John Petrucci's song? Well, Ides of March is a famous line from a Shakespearean play, Julius Caesar. It's a term. There you go, Ides of March with the verification, yes. All right, I'm going to move this camera just a little bit. Did that help? Not really. Okay. Is that a little better? Whoa. 1 second. I thought I'd turned off auto focus on this. And indeed I have. Okay, great. So Speed Fresh, I think the point is that the John Petrucci song is a reference to the Shakespearean play. It all comes from the Shakespearean play. Beware the Ides of March. Something about lions, right? Anyway, thank you very much for the cheer, Pity83. Any plans for drinks with us Europeans in 2019? There's going to be fewer conventions next year, so I don't think there's going to be... I'm going to let the conventions make the announcements. I'm doing 5 conventions next year, and that's it. And I'm definitely doing New York WonderCon and San Diego Con. So there's 2 other conventions I'm doing. That's right. All right. Let's see. Let's finish this up. I shrunk the chest symbol down just a little bit. So if you notice, I've just kind of inked inside all the elements. Oh, actually, you can't see it. All right, we can redo that. I just kind of brought everything in a bit. You could see it, especially on the A itself. They were way out here, so I brought that in a bit. The star is just a little bit smaller, and obviously the downstroke is the easiest stroke for me to do, and that's kind of why I flipped it around. And there's the chest. No, I just assume that this guy is super beefy, Bane-like, but that could just be the artist's style. Meaning, if you were to draw Superman, maybe he would have had the exact sort of musculature. But unless I was super familiar with that artist's work and could see, I wouldn't know for sure. Alright. So there's the other pec. I don't think there's any see. There's no other lines. So that's the underside of the rib cage there. There's the other side. If you notice, they are symmetrical in structure, but when you draw it at an angle like this one's going to be more that way, and that one's going to be more this way, curved, right? This dips down, this arcs up, and that's to mirror all these elements down here. Okay. Now that I'm moving on to kind of bigger parts of the body, I'm going to switch up the marker to a 0.4 if I can find one, because I need a thicker line to represent. It's a 0.8. Let's try a 0.8 and see what happens. So you can see how much thicker it is. Because otherwise I would just be going over the same line over and over again with a 0.2. Right? It's off screen, yeah, I realize. You know what it is? The camera keeps... It's not my fault. The camera keeps dropping down. It's kind of annoying. Hold on a second. It's slowly kind of coming down. Let's move this up properly. Crispy's at a engagement party in Vegas. All right, that's a lot better, isn't it? I feel like, you know what I want to do? This side camera. Something I want to do. Okay. There we go. So I'm not so blown out. All right. I think you can see more of it in general. All right, that's a lot better. You know, it was interesting, Con, in that Ren Elephant was there. First time in New York City. Ren, how was your experience in New York City? What do you think? Convention aside, how would you rank New York, and then how would you rank the convention independently of that? Please let me know when the camera keeps slipping down. Jeremy L. Joe, thank you so much for the bits, the support showing up at the drink and draw, for the ostrich drawing us creepily from behind. I'm just kidding, but he was behind us, and he was drawing us while we were drawing. Then I saw it, like, oh. Ren has a very alluring silhouette. Or was that Crispy? I can't remember. Anyway, what's going on? Hugo Diaz. Why is this not updating? Sorry, I was doing so good with this. Oh. What the heck is on the back of my arm? You can see every... Okay. It's trying to connect. Please connect. So I don't have to keep taking my glasses off. Something went wrong fetching rooms for this channel. That's wonderful. What is that? Triceps hardly, man. Okay. For whatever reason, this Fire tablet is not connecting. Alright, it's going to do my best. Alright, so this area here is going to be mostly black. And like kind of one of the things I like to do is when I draw a fist, I have like the first finger kind of sticking out like that. Okay. And then we got the pouch. I'm going to bring the pouch down just a little bit so I can extend that waistline so he doesn't look so round in the center. And so that will mean kind of bringing all the pouches down just a bit. And then this belt circle will come down a little bit. I'm going to flatten it a little bit so it's a little wider than it is tall because of perspective. All right. And then I'm just going to go ahead and draw the sides of the A first. All right. All right. Does he have... I think he does. Yeah. Okay, it's connecting again. I think he's got a zipper down the center of his pants here. I'm going to make sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is actually one of the trickiest parts to draw, which is the bent leg. The only advice I could give you is to draw it a lot. And you start seeing the interplay between this section, which is the kneecap, which kind of juts out of this kind of rounder shape. Right? Same thing applies on this side. You gotta draw through the waist. And you can see that I'm going to elongate the legs a little bit because he was looking a little stocky, a little short in the legs. All right. Still a beefy dude. Very thick in that kind of like the gut. All right. And then what I'm going to do with the hand, this hand, I'm going to turn it up so you see more of this, the fist. All right. When you raise that finger up, it creates a diamond-shaped shadow right there. Boom, boom, boom. And if you could just drop that shadow in, it helps create that suggestion of a finger popping out. Just gives that fist a little more definition. Okay. And then with this leg, pop that in there, the calf. Okay. And then I believe it's got knee pads. Which makes this part of the drawing actually a lot easier. And then the boots go here. And we'll do the laces later. All right. Okay. I don't know what he does for a belt buckle. Pouches. It's not super clear. Also, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull up his trunks so they go above the belt. I'm just going to add a little detail to the belt. And this is generally like anytime you take on a new character, after you kind of got the basics down of the design, you can kind of go in and tweak elements like this, and that's why Batman's belt, almost every artist draws Batman's belt slightly different somehow. Okay. And it's not connecting. Probably, if I had to guess, I bet maybe the whole thing needs an update. Let me check. It should automatically update, right? device. Network error. That's not a good sign. I turn the Wi-Fi back on. Obtaining IP address. It's connected. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Yeah, there we go. There we go. The Spider-Man 1963 has subbed for 11 months of these shenanigans. Wow, thank you very much. All right, fantastic. Let me get caught up on some other stuff. Ono Patel has resubbed for 2 months. Thank you very much, Oni Patel. Onel. Black Uriah, back after 3 weeks in Japan. Too difficult to follow the Twitch from Tokyo. I hear ya. Mike Stewart Art has subbed using Prime. Yokai Artist has resubbed for 9 months. Bobby D360 as well. Bat7 has cheered. Thank you for signing in Berlin. Great to meet you. I've already said that. Sorry. Quick Draw 13 has cheered. Can we please get you out to an Australian show before you get too old and die? No, sorry. Before you retire from conventions for good. It was awesome to see Scott and Alex after this year. But it'd be incredible to host all 3 of you. Yeah. Mr. Josh Dawkins has cheered. Hey, Jim, I'm writing my university dissertation in comic book art styles. Can I do an email interview with you, please? I'll get to that in a second. Thank you for the bits. I'll have an answer for you. Superhero Swimmer Art has cheered. 100 bits. Do not blow all of your savings and your allowance, Clayton. You have a future ahead of you. Do not waste your money on digital goods. That's my one bit of advice to you. Finally, streams are back. Hope New York Comic Con was good. Take it easy and happy birthday to your son. Thank you very much, Superhero Swimmer Art. Yeah, so quick answers to that. Yeah, Australia is lovely. Who wouldn't want to go to Australia? And then on top of that, what was the other part of it? University dissertation. I can't help you with that. It's a and then there's a story here. I have to remember how the story pertains to your request. I think the story is something, right, the shorthand, and it's going to sound very kind of, not ugly, but kind of cold. But the answer is, and this is not really the answer, so don't take it the wrong way. Where I'm going to get to after I kind of walk through this whole story is that I can't do your homework for you. I think that's the general principle. And you're going, no. It would be an interview. But an interview is unless the assignment is just to do an interview. But if you're writing a dissertation, you're getting quotes, like, I feel like I'm doing the heavy lifting. And there's an endless supply of university students. And I would feel guilty helping some, but not others. But the story is, when I was a freshman in college, I was writing a paper on molecular biology or something. And I decided to call up this professor, Dr. Ames, A-M-E-S. He was I believe he was a molecular biology professor at UC Berkeley. I didn't know the guy, but there was a paper, and in the paper it referenced him. And I thought it'd be really cool if I got a quote from him for my paper, because then it would look like I did something that someone else hadn't done. So somehow I got his number. I don't know how. There was no internet. Was it Yellow Pages? I don't know. But somehow I got his number, and I actually connected to the guy. And I started asking him a question. And he could tell right away that I was, what I was doing. Or, that I was just, I don't know what. I probably sounded completely unprepared. But he hung up on me. So, yeah. Now I would never do that, but don't know what the story is, but I wanted to share that experience. Like, yeah, I thought I was showing some initiative and reaching out to him. And it was something about carcinogenic, you know, it had something to do with bacteria and studies on using bacteria to evaluate the carcinogenic properties of certain dyes or something like, I don't know. It was a long, long time ago, man. Yeah, so I'm going to give you my phone number. You can call me and ask me questions. I'm just going to hang up on you. Anyway, relive that trauma. Before he hung up, he said, just do your research, dude. There you go. I think that's the Spider-Man 1963. I think the answer was I was looking for a shortcut, and the answer was I could have done it myself without asking him. So I feel like you can write a dissertation about comic book art styles without asking me questions. Full circle, that's right. Cool story, bro. Tor 4118. Cool story, Jim. I'd like to read it as cool story, bro. Pay it forward. Click. Jim, are you wearing makeup? I am indeed. I have lipstick on. And, no, I think it's just this. I thought I turned down the gamma on this. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can do it one more time. Color intensity. Here we go. There. Does that look better? Now I look like I've never been in sunlight ever in my life. If the gamma's turned up, wouldn't you be green? Yeah, I'm pale like a vampire. Now I look ill. Yeah. Fourth Joker confirmed. Thank you very much, Batman Beyond 39. All right, okay, hold on a sec. I don't want to live my life this way, guys. I deserve to be the truest. Hold on, let me turn this up a little bit. I'll turn down the exposure. Turn up the color intensity. There we go. How's that? A little bit better. Yeah. Ta-da. All right. I still look like I have makeup on. Whatever. I try not to be self-conscious about the way I look. Okay. I'm going to break out the ink. I thought I had a brush handy, but I don't. Oh, there we go. Okay. Tools of the trade. This is a water bottle thimble that I've filled up with ink. For some reason, this is what nearly 30 years in the business, actually 31 years in the business, has taught me. Yeah. Okay. Andrea Saladino. Ciao, Andrea. Come stai? Tutto a posto? Dove abiti al momento? Andrea Saladino, dove abiti al momento? Oh my gosh. I wish someone had taught me when I was first breaking in. Jim, invest in water bottle tops. You're gonna need them later. Moxie Orpheus 942. Grazie lei. Jimmy, your Italian is perfect. Oh, ciao, ciao. Mi piace di parlare italiano. È una lingua molto molto bella. Am I still wearing makeup? I gotta stop this. Why is it doing that? Color balance. There we go. Forse. Oh, sbagliato. Perfetto. Ok. Meglio. No. Maybe it's your monitors that are messed up. Maybe the monitors are messed up. A little better, no? I should go black and white. Not self-conscious, nope. Well, look. If they're saying I look like I'm wearing makeup, I have no problems looking like I'm wearing makeup if I'm wearing makeup, but obviously I want you guys to have the optimal viewing experience. So it's not about me, it's about you. Okay. This tablet is not up. I should put makeup on. I had a dream that I was putting up makeup, like stage makeup for streams. I don't know. Strano, no? Molto 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 strano. Okay. Voglio vedere se è possibile di parlare solo in italiano per questo stream. Per tutto il stream, no? Per tutto del stream? Sì. Non lo so se è corretto di parlare voglio vedere, voglio sapere. Forse è meglio, no? What? Sorry. Per tutto lo stream. That's right. ST. Lo stream. Lo stream. Team Carla. What's going on? Team Carla. Why is it Team Carla? Hey, DJ Mittens. lasciali perdere. Would Carla enjoy putting makeup on you, Jim? I don't think so. She's not. Yeah. No. Thank you, Lelouch84. Sei un mito. Mitico. Che fantastico giornata oggi. Oh, you know what it is? I think that light is just too intense. There we go. Se posso. Yeah, Andrea Palladino. Yeah, so that's the congiuntivo, right? Voglio vedere se posso parlare italiano per tutto lo stream. Whoa, 420. Sì, lo veduto? No, I don't know how to say it. DMS design. Probably, yeah, I think you're right. Yes. Yeah, you're definitely right. I think that's it. Oh boy. That's no good. Alright. Spent all the stream working on this stupid. Let's go auto for a second. And it's weird because I have two monitors, and on one monitor it looks good, and then the other monitor, the actual stream itself, looks kind of blown out. Still looks blown out. It has to be the white, yeah. Bad decision on my part. Okay. You can see kind of how loaded up this brush is, because you'll see like the ink kind of pulling at the bottom, right? Allows me to get like some really juicy kind of flat or fat black blobs in there using the brush. If it's not that loaded up, you'll get more of a dry brush effect. All right. If you're wondering, like, how do I know what shapes to make these shadows? I don't. I kind of put them down, and then if it looks right, I keep it. If it doesn't look right, I erase it, or white it out, or change it. But I kind of know that this is kind of a heart-shaped blob, and so I know I can go in and make some pretty aggressive shapes here and there. Right? Canvas Engineer, am I really catching one of Jim Lee's streams? I'm going to pinch you, buddy. Yes, you are. Is that an Apple Watch? It is indeed. I don't know what week. What are we doing? Is it a sub 5, 10, 25 all this week? Thank you, Maxi Orpheus 942. Hyperdrive TV. So hey, I'm new to Jim's community. I've heard of a giveaway. How do these usually work? Keine Ahnung, mein Freund. It's 25 this week? Okay. 25. Thank you. This is not a giveaway. So after I do this, I'll do the giveaway, and that will end the stream. So. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. And I'll probably finish this off stream. There's just like little bits here. I'm starting to run out of time, so I want to get to the giveaway. But you get the gist of it. I'll post this up in the Discord chat. I'll post up what I have so far, and then at the very end. And what that will mean is I'll probably go in. I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. All right. Let's see. Put very sneakily parallel. All these shapes look very parallel to me, so I want to get rid of that. Okay, and so what I'll do is I'll go back in and render out of these kind of blobs that I've just put down. This is just where kind of more of an abstract approach to drawing, sort of an abstract piece, just kind of balancing out the black shapes I'm putting down. All right. Okay. All right, so you can kind of have a better sense of everything I put down. And so what I'll do is take a marker, not an 8, not a 2, but if I could find a 0.4, which I had before. Ecolo. Okay, so there's a 0.4, and it's kind of wet, but you'll see that it's dry up here on the shoulder, and I will alright, and then with this chest, alright, so I'll just start doing some gray transitions like that to kind of reduce the harshness of the contrast between the pure black areas that I've created and the pure white areas that exist. And so those transitions, and sometimes I'll go in, like this bicep muscle here, I might go in and trap it with an outline that better kind of reflects the shape, the shadow I'm going for, and then pull out of it with a little bit of rendering. And if you're asking like how I know what to do and in what order, it's just by trial and error, meaning I've done it before. So do not call me up and ask me how do I do this. And because it's a costume, I put like little wrinkle lines like that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put this aside because it's 12:26 and I want to do the giveaway. Right? So like this is super contrasty right here. And this is sloppy, right? So I'll go in and take the black shapes and I'll go all the way to the edges. Like that. All right. I might thin out some of these lines. Just really bring a lot more nuance to the shapes. Right? Make them super thin, the white lines here, super thin down there. And again, pull out of the okay. But you get the gist of it. Can't help it. If you ever see me with like ink on my forearm or underside of my hand, it's because I don't usually wait for the ink to dry. I just keep drawing, and the stuff will pull on my on my hand, and then sometimes it smudges, but very rarely. Pretty good about knowing where I've got ink on my forearm, because yeah, it can make a mess very quickly. But yeah, if you see me at a convention and I've got ink all along here, that's because I was doing something like this. Okay. All right, so there you go. Mostly done. I'll put it online. Okay. All right, what are we at? If you leave a piece in front of you, you will keep noodling it. Put it aside. That's right, KB Bradshaw. What are the rules surrounding it? Psychic Space Cow. It's very complicated once you, if you're the first person, if like this is your first stream, it's almost like too much information to really kind of take in. But I'll try to explain it. So this is it's a stream on Twitch, and on Twitch you can set it so it's sub only or open to everyone. So this stream is open to anyone, so anyone can watch. But what I alluded to before, which is subbing is a way for people to support the stream financially. So they can sub at the $5, $10, or $25 level, and that's per month. It's not necessary. It's greatly appreciated. It allows us to keep updating the stream with all this fabulous hardware. Bought a lot of stuff to be able to do this. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to support the stream the way you feel appropriate. Because of these tiers, it allows us to reward people at different levels of support, right? So every fourth stream, it's open to anyone in chat. And some people create multiple accounts to increase their odds of winning, so I'll just share that. And then After that, the next stream is $5 a month subs can win, and then the next stream after that is 10. So if you're a $10 sub winner or $10 a month sub, you can win at the 10 level or the 5 level. And if you're at 25, you're basically eligible every single stream to win something, right? So it increases your chances of winning. That's what it all comes down to. But the chances of winning are slim regardless of whatever level you do. So to me, I would sub at your leisure and, be responsible to your budget, all that kind of stuff. I think there's some hardcore collectors that like the kind of the fun of it and like that aspect of the stream. And then some streams, usually most streams, there's a silent auction, which is a drawing that is that people can bid on, that the mods will share. We're not doing one this stream. And the highest bid takes the sketch. And that allows people that don't want to sub and risk the chance of losing on a sketch they really want. So it allows to kind of accommodate both the people that, hey, just want the art, and those that want to support the stream and have a chance of winning the art. That's what it kind of comes down to. All right. All right. Thank you very much, Edgar Skyle, for the support, all the bits. How about a character for Saga for the next one, the main character from Monstrous? Pandemus. I'm here to hang out with my childhood icon and see art created live and win multiple times. Pandemus, I think, is the all-time winner of the giveaways. I think he's won like 4 times or something, some crazy amount. So it shows you that it's random chance. So some people have been here for a year and not won once, and some people have been here for a year and won like 4 times, 5 times. Ridiculous amounts. So it's just the way it goes. But I would hope that people like the community and maybe have some insight into how art is created and get some of their answers, their questions answered. So again, do not sub if you cannot afford it. That's not what it's about. All right? Okay. The system is rigged, yes. Yes, Pandemus is my cousin. Anyway, what are we going to draw? I've got a couple minutes here. VCA, just draw. Throat punches for those people. Nice, nice. That's what we like. It's a lovely non-violent group. One thing you will notice if you're new to the stream, it's a pretty relaxed stream. There's a lot of razzing. There's a lot of roasting. No one takes it too seriously. I want to keep it really kind of low key, all about the art, all about positivity. Unless we're going to stream like roast Crispy, then it can go really dark very quickly. But for the most part, we want to appreciate and celebrate the joy of creating comics, the joy of creating art, and the joy of winning something that perhaps you couldn't even afford, if you were to try to get a commission or buy art online or whatever. Okay? Yeah. Right. All right. Venomized Batman. Vegeta, sorry. So I usually just look through chat and kind of pick something. I'm just looking for some inspiration. Draw all the things. Thank you, Green Lady. I like that. Draw all the things. Ooh, Ronin sounds interesting, but I'm going to do Batwoman, just because it's something that we were talking about at the office, and obviously in the crossover that they're doing on the CW, Batwoman is going to play a prominent kind of debut. So Does that meet with the approval of the group? Janella, cheers. I'm gonna do something a little different. I usually I just not sure where I'm going with this. Could try different. It's weird that she looks like she's hands up in the air. The other hand is right. The same. Looks a little different. Something like that. All right. All right. See that? Chrome Dome 618. Do you find yourself frustrated the way something comes out? Oh my god. The face I make when I read chat, it's fantastic. I love it. These are things we should never be exposed to, right? I look like I've never seen like it's like I'm looking at another galaxy through a telescope. Red Z, love you too, man. All right, I'll have to come up with a new chat read face like this. Echt krass, krass, wie schnell so eine Zeichnung entsteht. Ja, danke, danke schön. Stop being self-conscious. It's not self-conscious. These are just things you never realize. These are observations. As an artist, you can't help but observe, and it's just interesting to me. What's said in chat stays in chat. I believe that, yes. This is not a smaller lead holder. This is just a pencil. Okay. All right. I can't even see everything. All right. I need to make sure, though, let me just double check this, that the, shoot, where's the reference that I pulled up? Did I close it? I might have. Oh no, there it is. I think it's just, looks like it's just black. Oh, there's a belt. Okay, and the gloves, right, gloves. Okay, but I'm going to do this heavily shadowed, I think. This is what I'm going to attempt to do. We'll see if I can do this here. Because time is running out. And I'll be mindful of other obligations we all have. Thank you very much, Alan Pad, for subbing. Karen Soul Brother 1 has resubbed as well. Revenge Sinister, Kuyamu. And thank you for the bits, Janella and Blackie Dow. and Cynthia Yip, and Janella again, and wow, Nova Prime X, Edgar Skyle. Thank you for all your suggestions. Same Quick Draw 13, Queen City Amusement, Something Scary. I've lost the Twitch stream window. Ah, there it is. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Make sure this is in frame. Great. It's not usual that I'd kind of start with the lips, but why not? So with this one, I'm imagining that oh, yeah, you know what? I screwed it up. There's this part of it. I knew there was something. Okay. All right. I'm making in the tips here because I know that I'm going to go in with a brush, and it would just be easier. So on this particular piece, because I'm going to go pretty black with it, I'm kind of thinking in my head as I'm drawing all this, what's going to be black, what's going to be white, where I'm going to go with white out as I do this. So okay, let's just go ahead and do the hello, Gamer Menace. The Rush. Any advice on how to improve the visual narrative for comic books or good ways to practice study? I would say just to draw a lot would be good. The practice of drawing, I've found, is where you will learn the most. So think about ways to tell a story, and not just think about it, but sit down and actually do it. And after you've drawn probably about 20 stories, you will see dramatic improvement over those stories. You should. But you'd be surprised how hard it is to actually just sit down and draw even one story, much less 20. Right? I don't know what kind of belt she has, but I'm just going to guess that it's what the buckle is. What does the buckle look like? Ah, looks like a very simple bat shape. Let's get back to the drawing at hand here. I've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes, people. Should the battering be between her fingers, or I'm going to put it here. I know it's odd, but okay. I feel pretty warmed up. Okay. So here's what I got so far. Bat candy pouch. Someone sick? Kirihiko? I forgot how you say "are you sick" in German. It's not bist du sick. It's something like, do you have sickness or something. They don't like to say I am hungry. They say I have hunger. How do you say that? You say ich bin krank? Yeah, ich bin krank. I am sick. Du bist sick? Bist du krank? Yeah, there we go. Erkaltert. That would be reflexive. Are you yourself sick? I don't know. I'm just rambling. Okay. Alright, let's get this done. I have to say, this is a fun character to draw. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens in the costume, the way the blacks are shaped, like how the cape goes right into the symbol. The cowl is very cool. Fix that with white out up there. And bring that down here a little bit. Gotta figure out. Okay. What's going on? White Rook 762 barely made it. How have I been? I've been good. Wie geht's dir? Wie geht's dir, mein Freund? Four minutes. Um, I'm deciding whether I should render any of the torso or just fill it all in black. It's kind of what I have. But as you can see, I am rendering it a little bit, but I know I can always just go to black if I need to. So I'll go ahead and put these highlights in knowing that potentially I might just go all black, but I'm going to see how this looks first. And then at the end of this, we will go raid somebody. I'm not sure who. So for those of you who are new, what that is essentially is at the end, we go find someone else that's streaming, and we all kind of drop in on them. And it's been a great way of kind of finding new talent and kind of surprising people, helping people kind of find new audiences. And it's a lot of fun if you have a little extra time to just kind of broaden your horizons and discover other kinds of artists that are out there. Okay. I don't know about this. Right there. Okay. Whole thing, but I will pull back in a second, or kind of try to show you as much as possible so you can sort of see what I'm looking at as I make these decisions. I like kind of the dry brush effect I get here and there. So I kind of want to do more of that in the piece. So I'll put this down from the areas that I have already done to get the that faux leather. Kind of screwed up. This white line should really be here. So I'll do that white out. And then I'm going to make this darker. Sop up the extra ink here. Make this highlight smaller. If I can kind of push this ink. It's kind of resisting being pushed, but basically you kind of push the brush uphill like that, and you get a little slightly darker. Okay. All right. Yeah. Just go down like that. Okay. Let that dry a bit. And I will load up Nightbot to figure out who this is going to go to. Cynthia Yip, going to my birthday. Thank you very much for the generous bits. Going all out with my birthday bits for the stream and my hero, Batwoman. Awesome. Glad we could do that. Ace Jack FA has subbed at the tier 3 level. Awesome. SM Carty 313. So let me go to Nightbot here. So what we do for this, to make this, it's going to be mods, subs only. We're going to go to an emote only. So the keyword for this, and this is where it gets tricky if you're new, is Jim Lee under all like lowercase, and then Bats, B-A-T-S, but capital B. All right, so to be eligible, you have to be a sub 25, and you will need to type in the emote. The emote is essentially Jim Lee, all lowercase, capital B, lowercase ATS, Jim Lee Bats with a capital B. And if you do it right, you'll get a Batman symbol like all these people are doing. And so as they type that keyword into channel, they become eligible to win this. Okay. All right. And while that's happening, I will dab this and pick up the extra ink and make the corrections that I wanted to with whiteout. So what I need to do is establish her center line right here. Right. Like that. And I'm going to shrink that kind of blobby line there. Like that. Make that. Like that. And do the whiteout effects. For the hair. So it becomes a part of the white plate. White plate, I don't know what that meant. Basically, the whiteout's creating patterns on the black. Just looks cool. Don't really know how else to describe it. I believe. All right. Good luck, everybody. The winner is Abatus2. Abatus2 has been following since June, is my guess. No? Yes? Congrats, Abatus. It's the second account, but we all know Abatus. We had a get-together, a live get-together. First off, let's do this. Debate this. So let me see if I can put it at the right angle so you can see this, what it really looks like, because it's looking a little, the angle of the camera against the board. So I think it's going to look more like this. Let me see if I can do this too. See if that. Okay. All right. See you later, Baron Batson. All right, so we're going to do a quick raid. Thank you guys for tuning in. I want to also thank, if you guys can thank with me, the amazing mods are into Discord after this. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a long time, so it's great seeing everyone back on stream and join us in a raid that we're going to go presently do and have some fun with this here. All right. Check out the Discord channel. The schedule will be there.